What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. And man, today, unfortunately, I have to tackle Boosie Badass. And like I said, I actually, his personality I think is cool. He reminds me of people that I grew up with. He's outspoken. He says what's on his heart. And I like people like Boosie, because I think he's authentic. I think he's a real person. And we live in the world where now there are just too many fake ass people. And really, I was feeling what Boosie was saying about Dwayne Wade's son and the transition, and he caught a lot of heat from that. And then he went to like a Planet Fitness, and they wouldn't let him in because of that comment. And, Boosie is always opinionated about other people's issues. But then, when it comes to his issue, he is sort of hypocritical because, I knew about this about a few months ago, right? When he talked about he had got some sex workers for his son, right? Which was around at the time 12 or 14. But now he's talking about that he paid for certain services for his underage sons and nephews. And according to him, he said, I'm training these boys right. I'm training these boys right. When my sons was 12 and 13, they got head, all right? That's how it's supposed to be. And supposedly, he did this by getting an adult woman to do this for them. And he said he's getting them prepared, right? And my question is, you're getting them prepared for what? What are you getting your sons prepared for? And see, Boosie Badass is your typical, I would say, bottom of the barrel, shelf thinking Negro that believes that manhood is won and lost through sexual conquest. And this is something that's not a new idea in the black community, man. Let's just talk about it. Amongst African American men, we are based upon, or our successes are won and lost in the bedroom. And the earlier that you can get there, the better. While other groups of people are preparing their children to go to college visits, preparing their children to work on computers, preparing their children to, take the courses that will get them into the best, university, the best skill sets. I mean, I heard one brother that I did an interview with, his daughter, who was getting ready to go to Rice University, which Rice University is a very prestigious university in Houston, Texas. At age 15 or 16, he's already getting her how to code, right, on computers. He's getting her ready for the work industry, teaching her how to save money, teaching her how to balance checkbooks and things like this. Things that are going to have her set and become an independent young woman in the future. When I was taking physics, for example, when I was still at the community college level, this engineer had his son that was in high school take non-calculus based physics. So when he got into the university system and take calculus basic physics for engineers, he would already have somewhat of a foundation. This is what people who want their children to become successful get them trained for. But getting your sons prostitutes or your nephews prostitutes, it doesn't train them for anything. In fact, at this age, what you're doing is you're pretty much shaping them for the negative. In certain ways, you're taking away their childhood. And then also, and I will say this, and I'm not a person that has like, the best, best voice for, women's rights and stuff like this. But, when you're this young and doing that, are you teaching them how to respect women? I mean, when they 12 and 13, what are they going to do when they get, young girls that's 15 and 16? Are they going to be trying to get the girls to do the same things? And this is something that's stupid. And then you're the same guy that wants to comment on other people's lifestyles. So let me get this straight. Okay, so since Dwayne Wade is changing his son into a young lady, which, y'all know my stance on that. But if he was your son, you would be trying to get him a prostitute. And I'm sorry to say this, but Boosie Badass belongs in jail. He doesn't belong. At the very least, his children should never be around him. And I'm not even a person that's liberal where I'm trying to give you a chance. But bro, you don't deserve to be a role model for any kids. Do you know, like, okay, for example, if I was 13, if my dad found out that I had messed with a 19-year-old or a 20-year-old on my own skill set or on my own game, he wouldn't be upset. You know what I'm saying? He would be like, what, you seduced a 19-year-old? But in the case of you are getting these older ladies to do this to these boys, then when they get grown and start calling women bees and these hoes ain't nothing, these black women ain't nothing, then you get mad. Boosie, I'm sorry, bro, you deserve to be in prison. Even when I was talking about, fam, you doing too much, right? And again, this coronavirus quarantine and the drug use, Boosie is always high. I don't even think it's just weed. I think Boosie has lost his way. For sure. He has problems, something is definitely wrong. Not the smartest guy in the world. This quarantine has niggas saying anything. Dumb shit. And if this is something that you did, why would you ever admit that? Do you understand what the laws are in your state? You talking as if, number one, the LGBT community, still ain't upset with you for what you said, and you acting like Louisiana, which is one of and you don't want to get a felony there. You acting like you don't want to lose your life. Not only that, you gotta, people want to, do concerts with you. You gonna mess that up. Nobody gonna touch you now. Bro, this is what we're talking about here. And you don't need to be managing no kids, no females, no girls. Even on your Instagram. What example are you setting for your sons when they see you on Instagram and you have random women getting butt naked, showing all their private parts? So much so that Instagram had to hit you up and say, listen, fam, you do it again, we shutting your page down. You already over-sexualizing boys. Like young black men that are heterosexual, they don't need no help in being over-sexualized. Them Negroes got testosterone out the yin-yang. They gonna find it out as they grow up by themselves. One thing that black boys don't need no help in, for the most part, is getting some ass. They gonna do that on their own. Should be preparing your sons for other stuff, other things in life. But anyways, guys, that's just my take on it. I know a lot of y'all probably not gonna like it. I don't give a damn if you don't like it. Some of y'all think that's cool. Listen, man, that's ridiculous. Because you know what? I would say the same thing, if not worse, if he was allowing his daughter to do something like that. And black sons, we gotta stop acting like young black men don't need to be protected too. Young black men deserve to be boys. If they are 12 years old, let these brothers just, let a young men enjoy their childhood. Let them be innocent. Because they can't get it back once you steal it from them. You don't want to ruin no boys like that. Then when they end up with babies at 15 or 16, you get mad. Let these young men be boys. Let them enjoy themselves. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment below. Check out my first comment pinned to the top. All my information is there. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Teespring, the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, brothers, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.